Hey everybody, Jason Michaels here. Excited to share today's daily amazement and inspiration with you. So over the weekend, I had an opportunity to do a resilience program. I did my resilience keynote for a college, and I just thought this would be a perfect opportunity to share one of the techniques that I taught them to help maintain perspective and make sure that the challenges that we face in life don't define us. That's a big thing. It's one of the big things that I teach is that um, because of the pandemic, there are so many mental health challenges. People are dealing with anxiety, they're dealing with lack of focus, lack of motivation, depression, sadness, all of these different things. And what I want to share with you is this exercise. Do me a favor, grab your phone or grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and I'm going to have you make a list of things. We're going to take literally 15 seconds. I'll time it so we don't take a second longer than 15 seconds, but we're going to take 15 seconds to do this. So grab your phone so that you can make a list, or if you prefer, grab a piece of paper and a pencil. So here's what I'm going to have you do. I want you to think of all the elements that make you who you are. So for me, I have Tourette syndrome. That's the one big challenge that I deal with on a daily basis that I've dealt with my entire life. But my name isn't Tourette syndrome. I don't identify as Tourette syndrome. The challenges that we deal with so often feel overwhelming and like more than we can possibly deal with. And so this little exercise will help you gain perspective. So when I made this list myself just recently, I made a list of all the different things that I felt, the traits and the elements that make me who I am. So one of the things I wrote down was Tourette syndrome, but I also wrote down magician, I wrote down keynote speaker, I wrote down son, I wrote down brother, I wrote down vehicle owner. I wrote down all sorts of different things. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 15 seconds. I want you to write down or think of or put it on your phone all the different elements that make you who you are. Include the challenge, whatever challenge that you may or may not be dealing with in that. And ready, get set. 15 seconds starts now. 10 seconds. All right, that's 15 seconds. So in that 15 seconds, normally what I would do is I would have a group of people. I would say 5 minutes. For the next 5 minutes, I want you to write everything you can think of that make you who you are, all the elements and all the traits. And what that does, it gives everybody a perspective that we are so much more than sometimes we feel like, because we deal with things like depression, anxiety, sadness, all these different things. Sometimes these feel overwhelming and they make us feel like they are the only thing that make up our lives. But by making this list, by doing this little thing, it helps us to realize that the challenges that we have in our lives do not define us. They are just one tiny element of a much bigger picture. So I hope you did that. I hope it worked. Take that list, go ahead, and since you only spent 15 seconds, go ahead and spend the next couple of minutes continuing writing out that list. And the next time you're dealing with something difficult or something that feels overwhelming, revert back to that list and look at all the elements of who you are. It will, I assure you, maintain perspective, and it will give you hope. All right. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time.